We are going to be building 3 Marvel scenes today. Let's get started. First, we are going to be building the scene from Endgame where Captain America lifts Mjolnir. This was mostly just terraining using a bunch of random base plates and a few blocks to make it look like this dull boring place. This was pretty easy. I just had to put these base plates randomly everywhere and put these other few blocks as well. And in the scene you can't really see what's going on in the background, so I could really make whatever I wanted to here. And just to finish it off, I added a few cheese slopes and a few 1x1 flat pieces to make it look like stones on the floor. And that's it. Now we can add Captain America. Here it is. I think it turned out really good. The terraining looks good, it looks natural, and it looks like it's all being beaten up by Thanos. Now we can move on to the next one. For this one I'll be building the scene where Captain America and Bucky Barnes are having the fight on the road. This one was actually pretty easy. I made the road, I did extend it a bit after, as you'll see, and I just needed to add a car and that's it. For the road lines I did use yellow bricks, but I don't know if they were white, but it's not much of a big deal. For the car I used the police car from the Spider-Man No Way Home set, this drone attack. I slightly modified it by adding a bit of a roof and curving the back. I think it looks alright, but it's very similar to the real one. I don't actually have a Bucky Barnes, so I made my own custom one and my own custom Captain America. Sorry Cap, I need to borrow that shield. Anyways, now we can give Captain America a shield so he can block Bucky Barnes' punch. And there it is. I think it's pretty good. Even though it's simple, I like it. I would definitely make this bigger some point and add a few more cars to it. I think it looked great. Well, there's the second scene done. I think it turned out good. Now we can move on to the next one. For this one I'm going to be making the Spider-Man meme. I know it's not related to a scene in Marvel, but it's from a very old meme, so, you know, I had to put it. This black area here is actually a hole through a doorway, and I didn't realise that at the beginning, so I didn't need to add that extra column in front of it. This also does have a police car next to it, and it does have another red wall besides it, so I will be adding them soon. And here's red wall. I did not have enough red bricks for this, so I did add a few of them browny reddish coloured bricks, but I do think it looks okay as it looks a bit more realistic. There are also a few boxes in the corner of the wall, so I did add them as well. There was only about 3, but I had to add 4 to make it stack. And I think that does look pretty good. And now we can move on to the car. So for the car it had layers of black and white strips representing the NYPD on the side of the van. Obviously I couldn't write NYPD in the side of the van, so I just used this black strip. Then I added a few white base plates, and then the window and a bit of a roof to finish it off. And I think that looks pretty good. Now we can stick it onto the set. And there we go. All that's left to add is the 2 Spider-Men pointing at each other. There's one, and there's the second one. Now I think that looks exactly the same as the meme. The van turned out great, the walls behind it also look very similar to the one in the video, and the few boxes in the corner also look pretty good as well.
That man's an imposter! That man is the imposter!
So there we go, there was all of the scenes. Here is the Captain America one from Endgame. Here is the Civil War one, I think anyways. This one turned out great in the end. And here's the Spider-Man one. I think this one looks really good. As you've seen in the clip, it looks almost identical. And guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.
Subscribe for good luck.